Live on ESPN Plus, and Matt Wallace, 14, playing just 324 yards today. So you'll see a lot of drivers in 3 woods off the tee. Hey, that's probably the best drive we've seen all day here at 14.
And it's only getting better.
That's right, huh?
So here we are walking from the practice area to the first tee and clubhouse. A beautiful piece of property. Green everywhere. Practice green was rolling easily 12 and a half. So we're in for a treat today. I'm kind of shocked that practice green's as quick as it is. Usually 4 weeks before a major tournament, like a tour event, facilities don't typically have their greens moving that fast. Especially a course like this, it doesn't get that amount of traffic this far in advance. Stay tuned. This is a look out of here at the 6th hole, I believe, short par 4, elevated tee. Bridge runs next to the main road coming in. Really small green. If the wind's right and they move you up a box, this green becomes drivable. You can see they're setting up for tournament. Again, we're in for a real treat. Driving out to the holes. Number 18 green in the distance. Got a lot of good things going on. It's gonna be a little breezy. Can't put my wind mic on because of this, but we're gonna do some voiceovers with some swings. Talk about playability of a couple holes here that are gonna play a big key in the outcome of who wins the Byron Nelson Classic this year. So stay tuned. This is pretty cool. Yeah, postage stamp green, uphill. We are 137 to the pin. Tour guys are generally playing to a front left full location on Sunday. That goes around them. It plays right over that bunker with swirling wind. And it does say that I find it plays slightly uphill, but it doesn't measure that way. So it kind of throws some guys off a little bit. So walking up to the green, short right is where they like to put the pin on day 4. And back at it. We get to move to this front hole location. Makes it very, very tough. A lot of guys end up hitting it pin high right. Then they got to go over that hump. They hit it back here up the ridge, and it makes it very difficult. All right, so this is 18T. It is a gettable par 5. Okay. Tour pros, if they can hit in the fairway, they can go for this green in 2. Typically into a prevailing wind. I've seen them have to hit 3 woods in here before. It makes it a really good diabolical hole over water for the second shot. But the tee shot looks like this. This will tee off. Tour pros will tee off from there. We look out to the fairway. We can see the amount of bunkers they have to navigate. So the ones on the left don't play in play very much, especially today with a north wind, but I have a feeling they're going to be playing with a south or a west wind, which usually brings those bunkers into play. So it becomes a pretty tight tee shot, especially if they keep the rough as long as they are. So it's really going to depend on course setup here over the next 2 to 3 weeks on if they get the rough shorter, and then if the fairways firm out, balls will roll into that rough and make it harder to play. So position here is going to be bomb it to try and get it out there, but if they hit it in the rough, they're going to have to lay up. So we hit it out here about where the pros are going to hit it from. I didn't hit it very good, but if the wind's playing in their face, they're going to have a much longer shot in. We got about 240 left pin over water. This will be fun. So if the tour pros can navigate these bunkers and land here right in between them, we're sitting at about, again, 230 to 235. There's a creek bed short that if they hit it into, they're in trouble, but there's actually a lot of room behind this green to the left that to that whole location is a very easy up and down. We'll check it out when we get up there. So the green complex over water, very shallow on this left side, maybe only 20 paces deep. 25, 26 paces deep up there on the right, maybe a little bit more. Big ridge here in the middle of the green that tour pros have to navigate, especially if they leave it short in these bunkers. like I did, you usually want to miss the ball.
Oh, get out. Keep going. Go in the hole. Go. Go. Oh.
Here's our putt. Perfect. Nice birdie, boys.